Hi, Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazin. For those of you that have loved the X-Men, this is what is called a culmination film, Logan, and one of the stars of the movie, Patrick Stewart. We're really seeing the journey of Professor Xavier and Wolverine Logan kind of reach a pinnacle. Is it cathartic? Is it sad in a way? Or
no, there's no sadness attached to this, because the whole experience, now ranging over 17 years, has been such a good one and has created working relationships and friendships which are there for life. I'm very proud of the work we have always done, but particularly proud of this movie, Logan.
If one says in this movie Hugh Jackman carries you, in a weird, strange way, he actually is carrying you.
Oh, yes.
What's it like? You're one of the few actors that's actually been carried around by Hugh Jackman.
Oh, yes. And I am the envy of a lot of men and women. Yes, well, he's a strong guy. He, on one occasion, he literally picks me up from the floor and carries me. He carried me upstairs and downstairs, and I never for a moment felt unsafe in his arms.
What is it? What's always fascinating to me about the story of the X-Men is the concept of what a mutant is really about the differences that we have. So if one had to look at you and say there's a mutancy in Patrick Stewart, what would be the difference that you think is your strength?
Well, I would hope that it has been determination and a hopefulness that I can make a contribution that might perhaps shift the world into a slightly better place, if only through sitting in a cinema or a theater.
And just really quick, last question. When you see this movie, he spends a lot of time in a car. So what has been your most creative road trip you've ever taken?
I have twice driven from Los Angeles to Vancouver to work on movies, and each time I made a different journey and was open to different places. I never had planned it, I just would pull over and stop wherever I was. I love driving. Driving is one of my passions. Don't talk to me about driverless cars, because I will never ever sit in one. I love driving. I race a little whenever I can, and I'm not under contract. So I miss not being behind the wheel.
Well, thank you for being behind the wheel of Logan. Patrick, it's always such a pleasure. This is Scott Orlin. Until next time.